What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I had to I got it sitting up this time because y'all was all in my chin last video. Y'all was all up in my chin. But I did my nails. They look kind of crazy because I gotta redo them. But anyway, y'all know how I be, bitch. I just be talking. Oh, snap. This pepper, by the way. This ain't pepper. This one boo. But anyway, let me tell y'all, because I was really thinking about some stuff. Hold on, I feel like this is awkward. Hold on. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I was thinking about some stuff, and I want to get on here and talk because I feel like I done noticed that a lot of stuff that I done experienced, like with my family, even through like personal stuff, I feel like other people done felt that way. I feel like other people done been through similar stuff. So I know that it's healing, at least to me, to know that I'm not alone. It's healing to know that it's other people out there, especially people that I look up to that had done been through the struggles and that had done been through similar triumphs that I had done been through, and they done made it out. You feel me? So that's inspirational to me. And I was just thinking, back when I was younger. I probably was like 16, 17. And it seemed like my family was trying to create this narrative of me as if I was some drug addict or some junkie or something like that. Now, that's partially true. I was like a drug addict, but I was addicted to smoking weed. Now, I'm not trying to downplay weed because any addiction is bad. Any substance that you choose to overindulge in, I don't give a damn what it is. Even caffeine, because caffeine is a drug too. That's bad. That's a negative thing. So it's like at the same time, I'm not about to downplay, and I don't judge other people that do hard drugs like crack, cocaine, meth, shit like that. I wouldn't dare, you wouldn't catch me fucking with that shit. But at the same time, I learned to not judge those people because them too have a drug addiction. Them too are drug addicts. And just because the narrative in society is that, oh, everybody smokes weed, weed is normal, I don't give a fuck. I know what's me. Like, I know what I know. And me, the way I overindulge in marijuana, it's a drug. I'm addicted, right? But at the same time, I don't beat myself up for that, because when you beat yourself up for shit, it make it harder for you to come up out of it. It kind of weakens your self-esteem to see yourself without overindulging in that substance. I fucked that up. But anyway, y'all, this is the point I'm trying to make. My family, it seemed like they was trying to create this narrative of me that I was some drug addict and that like I would do other drugs, because I had this one uncle, I'm not gonna say his name. I had this one uncle that he had got hooked to like some addictions. We just gonna say that he had got hooked to some shit, and it was on him bad. Like it was on him bad. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I don't even know what type of drugs. I know some of them by name, but I know that shit was on him bad. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, back then, he used to call me. He used to sit on the phone with me. He used to ask me questions like, what other drugs you be doing? Like, do you only smoke weed? Are you high right now? Like, he used to ask me this stuff. And at the time, I used to think that he was being thoughtful. I used to think that he was caring for me, like trying to make sure I'm good, like trying to make sure I'm not falling off like into another path, right? But now that I'm older, I was doing some reflecting earlier. And you would have people that would disguise themselves as helpers. You would have people that would disguise themselves as God's people that was sent to help you. But in reality, those people are trying to use you to get the light off of them. Those people is trying to use you to replace who they were when they were at the level that they feel like you was on or that they want you to be on. Now, I'm going to go into detail and I'm going to explain. My uncle used to ask me, because he knew I smoked weed. He used to ask me, is there any other drugs that you own? And of course I used to tell him no, because I wasn't on any other drugs. And then plus at the time, my tolerance done went up now. But back in the day, weed used to have me so high to the point where I would feel like as if I was on other drugs. Like, not saying I did the other drugs, but I'm saying I would be so high that, bitch, I ain't need nothing else. Because if I had, if I would have took some more shit, bitch, I would have been shaking hands with God. And I'm not lying. I used to be so messed up off of weed. So weed was really just enough for me, like, at that time. It was still, like, now. But I'm about to stop smoking weed. But anyway, that's not what we talking about. So my uncle used to always ask me, I remember he used to ask me, so are you sure you only smoke weed? Are you sure you're not doing any other drugs? Right? And I used to tell my uncle, no, I only smoke weed. And he'll ask me again. He'll ask me again. And then he'll start, like, naming stuff like, you sure you don't pop no mollies? You sure you don't pop no beans? You sure you don't do this? You sure you don't do that? And I used to tell him, no, I don't do none of them things. I was like, no, I don't even know nothing about that. I smoke weed, though. I be on that weed bag. And it's like, it seemed like every other conversation, it would go back to that. Like, he would be asking me, are you sure you don't do this? Are you sure you don't do that? I remember one time he straight up told me, like, oh, I don't believe you. I don't believe that you only smoke weed. And it's like, at the time, like I said, I was young, bitch. I was about 16, 17. Probably 18. So I'm still young as hell, kind of like... So it's like, it kind of would throw me off when he would when he would keep asking me stuff, or when he would say that I'm lying. And it's like, sometimes I don't know how to maneuver when somebody is accusing me of lying, but I know I'm telling the truth. Because when people lie, they'll still try to force it as if they telling the truth. But it's like, how do you maneuver when you're actually telling the truth, but people are calling you a liar? So it's like, I didn't really know how to prove to him that I only smoke weed until I got older. And I was doing some reflecting on this. This what made me turn my camera on. Because the fact that that's how my uncle would, like, question me and say them things. And I could be wrong, but now I feel like my uncle wanted me to be on other drugs. I felt like my uncle wanted me to tell him, oh, I pop beans, I pop mollies, I do crack, I do coke. Like, I felt like my uncle wanted that to be something that I admitted to him, because there was a lot of things that I would tell my uncle and he would make it seem like, oh, this just between us. Because at the time, he was like my favorite uncle because he was younger than, like, everybody. I think he was like the baby out of all his siblings. So, like, we could relate to him. And then plus, he was the only, like, person that saw us as other people. My other family, they just seen us as kids, and the way I grew up, kids didn't get much respect. Kids couldn't speak up. Kids couldn't do a lot of things that the adults could do. So it's like, that's why I felt like I gravitated more to my uncle, because he was chill. He was relaxed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't like my parents or like my other uncles and aunts to where they just yelling, or they trying to tell us what to do, or they telling us, oh, you're bad, you're being fat, like shit like that. Like, my uncle at the time, he wasn't on that type stuff. So it's like, I felt like I could open up and I could trust him until I realized that, like, my uncle was really close to my grandma. Now, my grandma, y'all, I don't have no relationship with my grandma on my dad's side. And I'm not gonna say, I'm not making it seem like it's a bad thing, because my grandmama got a lot of grandchildren. Like, she got a lot of grandchildren. So it probably was hard for her to be able to make connections to all her grandchildren. But it's like, I ain't had no connection with my grandmama for real. So my uncle would go back and basically tell my grandma everything that I would tell him. Does that make sense? So, and then it's like, it's even crazy. That's why I'm so blessed. I'm so glad that I didn't go down that route, because back then I didn't know that. I didn't know that everything that he'll get on the phone and, like, confide in me with, or try to comfort me in, he would go back and tell my grandmama. And my grandmama the type, if my grandmama know, everybody gonna know. Because my grandmama, she gonna go tell everybody. She gonna go tell everybody. I remember, like, I used to sit and eavesdrop when my grandmama would come visit, because my grandma would just come and tell my mom, like, everybody business. I'm not lying. I swear to God. Bro, I swear to God I'm not lying. Some people gonna call me a liar, and I'm not lying, bitch. I'm for real. I know the tea about a lot of people, and it's because my grandmama, I used to eavesdrop, and my grandmama used to just come and spill all the tea to my mama. Why? I don't know. I feel like some people just get addicted to other people's drama. Like, some people be having so much going on within their own life that they like distractions. So those distractions will come in, like other people's downfall, other people's wrongdoings, shit like that. But it's like, yeah, like, so from an early age, I knew that my grandmama was the type to tell everybody business, like, or kind of like be that siren that goes off and like lets everybody know the news and stuff. So yeah, like I said, so back then, my uncle, he used to ask me all this stuff, and I'd tell him no, and he'd be like, I feel like you lying, and I didn't really know how to respond to that, so I'd just be like, whatever. And basically, the message that I want in this video, because I want every video to have a message. Don't be like me. Be better than me. And I'm not even speaking for my uncle. I'm speaking for myself. I used to tell my kids this all the time. I still tell kids this. Don't be like me. Be better than me. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from my wrongdoings. And the reason I say that is because, like I told you, I felt like my uncle wanted me to become like him. My uncle wanted me to be on them drugs like he was on them drugs. My uncle had even told me stuff like how he would do some strange shit for some change to get some drugs. If I'm not mistaken, my uncle told me that he went to the extent of like selling his body to get some drugs. And my uncle was way older than me when he was going through this shit. He probably was somewhere in his 20s, y'all. I was only 17, 18, 19. So the fact that I sat back at that young, tender age and I had older people come around me and try to paint this narrative or put this narrative on me because that's what they went through. That's why I'm coming here with that message, this message of don't be like me, be better than me. Because those people that wanted me to end up how they ended up, I'll never be you. I will always be better than you. Not better than you as a sense of I genuinely just feel like you're less than me, but better than you as if I'm going to learn from your mistakes. I'm not going to go down the paths that you went down. Some of them I may have, but I'm going to learn from you. I will never be you. And I'm not even just speaking on my uncle. I'm speaking on everybody that had went through hardships. Everybody that had made bad decisions and wanted me to go down them same paths. I'm talking to you. I will never be you. I will always be better than you. And that's why I tell the generations that's coming after me, don't be like me. Be better than me. Because I will always be better than the people that wanted me to fall in their traits. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's a certain low vibrational spirit, or a demon, as people be so quick to call it demons. It's a certain demon and spirit that comes along with you being grown. And you seeing kids come up and you wanting them kids to make the same mistakes that you went. It's a certain demon, a negative entity that is attached. People be so quick to, they'll see me pull my cards and read them like a book. Shit they never told me I know. They'll call me Satan himself. But when it comes to this shit, this normalized shit that been going on for decades and centuries, people don't want to speak on that. People don't want to call it what it is. And that's the real demonic. Me pulling no cards out no deck. No, that's not demonic. Y'all being damn 30, 40, 50 years old, raising children. And you trying to encourage your children to make the same mistakes you did, that's the devil. And you can argue with me all you want to. Now that's the real devil. Not me pulling no cards. Not me getting no revelation in no dreams, baby. That's not the devil. The real demon be within these parents. The real demon be within these grandparents. The real demon be within these family members. That's where the real demons be at. The ones that want to keep you so close to them just so they can keep you from elevating. That's the real devil. Them people that see every time you getting back on your feet, every time you making something shake, they want to come in and pull the rug from you. That's the devil. The devil is operating through you, through your flesh, through your vessel. I'm telling y'all, like I'm telling you. The stuff people be thinking demonic, it don't be the real demonic. The demon be upon us and it be real close. Some of y'all got the demon in y'all house. Some of y'all got workers from the devil in y'all house, right up under y'all. Some of y'all sleep next to the devil every night. Anybody that is stopping you from bettering yourself, anybody that is stopping you from getting out of that depressed state, that sickness state, that state of feeling stagnant, that state of not wanting to live no more, that state of just wanting to overindulge in alcohol and drugs, that is nothing but the devil. And anybody keeping you in that space is of the demonic. They are a worker of Satan. Not the people that is out here praying to their ancestors, not the people out here lighting candles and shit, not the people out here praying. It's the people out here praying for your downfall. Alright now. I feel like this video kind of all over the place. Let me think if there's anything else I want to touch on before I end this video. What you think, Pepper? What else you think I need to talk about? Pepper said I should speak on how I ain't let that shit overcome me. Nah, I still smoke weed. I still have an addiction to weed. I still have an overindulgence to weed. But the fact that I'm able to say that out loud, to me, that is growth. To me, that is strength. Because a lot of people overindulge in things. Not even just drugs and alcohol, but also activities, sex. You know what I'm saying? Anything, like I said, back to what I was saying. Anything you overindulge in is an addiction and it is negative. It's bad. It's not good. So one of the first steps to clearing that out of your life or to bettering yourself is to admit to yourself. And that was one of the hardest things that I had to learn to do, was to admit, hey, I'm addicted to weed. Hey, weed is a problem. That's why I don't listen to people say weed ain't that bad. Because the way I smoke weed wrapped in like tobacco and shit and papers and shit. That shit not good for your body. Even if the weed itself is not, you know, negative to your body. That shit we wrap it in, the fact that we burn, people don't understand. When you add a flame to something, it changes the composition. It changes the compounds and the reactions to it. I hope I said that right. Some of y'all probably like the fuck. But no, for real though. Like for real. For real. So it's like a lot of that shit. And they said that weed, nowadays, weed can make a female masculine and a male feminine. Ooh. Y'all, and I'm a masculine. Look. We ain't gonna speak on that. Y'all gonna have to do y'all own little research. I ain't gonna give y'all the tea right now, but quit trying to make pleas for yourself. Quit trying to say, well, everybody does it, so it's okay. Or it's not that bad because people do harder stuff. Bitch, be your own standard. Quit comparing yourself to other people like, oh, they down the street smoke crack. I just smoke weed, so I'm good. Fuck that. Say, you know what? This is holding me back. I wasn't able to save as much money as I did before I started smoking. I wasn't able to do the things that I wanted to do before I did this. I wasn't able to get the opportunities and the jobs that I wanted because I do this. Like, start being real with yourself, and that's how you're going to help yourself. I'm not saying as soon as you figure out you got an addiction, as soon as you say that out loud, automatically you got to stop smoking the next day. Hell no, y'all. I've been on this journey for a while, for some months now. You feel me? And I'm just now starting to get results. Because I've been smoking for so long, you can't think you're going to have an overnight change from something you've been doing for 7 years. You feel what I'm saying? It take time, it take work, it take dedication, it take effort. But as long as you believe in yourself, and as long as you can look in the mirror and say, hey, I don't want this to be my reality the rest of my life. I may not be ready to stop smoking now, but one day I'm going to put it down. Y'all, I'm getting chills just saying this shit. Because this shit is just so fucking powerful. This shit is so powerful because it be deeper than an addiction. When people find out some shit done got hope to you, it be other people that will make that addiction stronger for you. Them people that sit up there, yeah, you know she smoked that weed, yeah, you know she ain't gonna do nothing with her life because of that weed, da-da-da. But it's like when you look in the mirror and you tell yourself like, bitch, I got a problem, but I'm ready to step up and I'm ready to do things to help that motherfucking problem. Y'all, that shit is so fucking powerful. That shit is stronger than anybody condemning any addiction over your life, Lord God. Thank you. Y'all, I'm about to testify. Because I had so many people try to use my weed addiction over me, against me. They try to walk me like a dog with it. And these same people sat up there at family events and smoked weed around me as I was a child. These same people that judged me for smoking weed. These same people was part of the people that introduced weed into my life. Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all. Look, I don't want this video to be too long. I just want to record this, like, a little something real quick. I will be coming out with another video soon. I don't know what it's going to be about. Because when I record these videos, it don't be on schedule. I just, whenever I feel like it, whenever I get a word, I speak. You know what I'm saying? I speak. I turn on my camera and I speak. But I'm going to see y'all in my next video. If you ain't hit that subscribe button in Spiritual Bae, what is you doing? What are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go subscribe to my main channel, Tay Marie. You know, we always lit over there. I ain't really posting no content, but I'm going to get back on that one too. But I hope y'all enjoy y'all day. Say goodbye to Pepple. Oh, yeah. I know y'all like, why is his name Pepple? He's a bull. If you get it, we besties. Okay, look. His name is Pepple. He's a bull. If you get it, comment down below and we're automatically besties. But if you don't get it, it's okay. Just look it up. Type in Pepple Bull in Google. And you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. But the girlies that get it, get it. The ones that don't. But I'm going to see y'all. Bye.